Now, here's a little something. These are tins. Now this is the modern way of packaging lots of things like this. And I've got my arm in a sling at the moment because there it is, that's my arm in a sling. It's nothing too bad, you'll be sorry to hear. I've got a slight fracture in the arm. It's extremely painful, but I can't operate anything, I can't do anything. Now, this is a can here and I can't really hold it and show you. But I've part opened this tin of beans here. Now I can't get them any further open. I haven't got the strength, or it's too painful to try and open that tin of beans. I can't show you how it is because I haven't got enough hands. I've got one hand here. I've tried putting a lever in it. Having got it that way, I shoved a knife underneath it. I'll show you, if I could, I'll show you how I did it. But see, I've got a screwdriver here to try and lever that top up. But I can't grip it. I can't hold the screwdriver. To see this, see, I can't, there's no lever, I've got nothing to hold it with. I haven't got the other hand to hold it with. And these are the problems which people face every day. There's a packet of tablets there which you have to take. Now of course that sort of top, you know, we all know what these are like, these tops. In certain circumstances you can't get them off. It doesn't matter what, you can struggle with them for ages trying to get the tops off. If you've got a hand out of action, for whatever reason, it might be arthritis, it might be a break, you might only have one hand, whatever reason it is, I'm not going to attempt to get that lid off because I won't. And I threw out a tin of sardines yesterday. The little tab, it had a little tab on it. You pull the tab broke. I couldn't do anything with it. I tried to open the tin, couldn't open it, threw them away. Now you wouldn't believe it, but they call these blister packs. And this is for medicine, it comes down, it's a good idea. But even pushing those out the blister pack, if you haven't got a pair of hands which work, it can be incredibly difficult. And they can finish up going all over the place. You finish up with several of the tablets disappearing on the floor. Now I've been able to go, for example, at the Co-op for years, for 4 years at least, every AGM, about doing a proper audit of the products and the services they provide. Well, there won't be an AGM this year. Now, they promised me faithfully, the staff, the senior, the management who are no longer there, they promised absolutely faithfully that they would this year come back with a proper audit completed. Now, of course, regardless of the virus, they wouldn't have done that because I don't know where it is, they don't want to do a proper audit. I'm sure they don't. So when you go in the shop, you can read the labels. They sell products which by and large you can access, you can open. There's so much stuff which they sell, which is a nightmare to open, absolute nightmare. And it's not the products, it's the services they provide. The signs are nice and accessible. Toilets, of course, accessible. And of course now, with the virus on, they've got to have plenty of access to wash your hands facilities. I mean, even something as basic as that, with one hand out of action, you'd never believe how impossible it is to wash your hands. You've only got one hand, well, what do you wash it against? But this hand can flap about, it can become infected just like any other hand. So, people ignore the obvious, don't they? It's all bad design, dreadful bad design. And it's woken it up. I mean, we talk about, I've been campaigning on behalf of supposedly disabled people, disabilities, equality of access, all that sort of thing. When something as simple as that happens, you lose the use of your hand. You realise how serious it is for lots of people, how dreadful it is to have a disability and how you're excluded from activities. So when this virus disappears, if it ever does disappear, I wonder if people will have learned anything. Will the toilets around town be decent toilets, that it's safe to go in, that you can use with confidence, that they're not full of germs? Is that a possibility? Public toilets, public facilities? Is that the possibility? I doubt it very much. And will stores and shops around town be obliged by law to provide toilets? Because disability affects people in all sorts of ways. Children, as you know, can be very unpredictable. Mum, I want to go to the toilet. and they've got to go to the toilet. And it's the same with adults. Lots of adverts on the telly for now for adults, generally very pretty ladies, or with a leakage problem. They've got to have a toilet. This is it. And this is you know, what goes in's got to come out. So if you put a tin of soup in, if you could manage to open your tin of soup, or you eat your beans, if you find the magic formula to open them, that goes in, but it's got to come out. So there we are. There won't be an AGM, but there are other shops, other food shops. Are they taking note? Are they going to make the world more accessible when this virus is over? I wonder. I doubt it very much.